Okay, we got, holy shit, you're on time. I knew you'd be in here quick because of the air conditioning. They got nice air conditioning in here. Dr. Death, we're doing Dr. Death and the Scorpions readings right now. You could be dealing with you're dealing with a head of a religious organization too, Dr. Death. Wow. Maybe our paths are intertwined. Maybe we should work together on this one. Got Nine of Pentacles too, though, so that's pretty good. Holy Spirit, would you link me into the soul cycle of Dr. Death or our collective of Scorpios? Ooh, 8 of Wands, so quick coming in messages. Still got a religious leader you're dealing with, possibly. They are fucking... I'll give them that. They are like... most of them must be Tauruses. That's funny how it's Taurus, because they do have a very strong head and they are very fucking stubborn. And I know because I have Taurus highly in my chart too, so I'm one stubborn SOB too. So you could be dealing with a stubborn okay, what the heck? Pentacles, 5 of Pentacles, okay. So that's the heart of the situation. Is I don't know if that's your 5. I don't think that's your 5 Pentacles, Dr. Death, because you're pretty like I say, you've been like I don't know, like Elon Musk out there lately. That guy who's in charge of the I don't know, I think he invented some kind of cologne, Elon Musk. I don't know, not really a good name. Sounds more like a brute name, like that brute would come up with, but I don't know. Everybody else seems to like him, so he seems alright. What do we got in the okay, we got the Empress in the challenged position. So you could be challenged to become an Empress yourself there, Dr. Death. Or maybe you need an Empress to throw into your cult there because, yeah, I don't believe you do have it. Well, I guess the High Priestess is kind of like the Empress. She's kind of like a jack of all trades. She knows everything. And you definitely made the right pick. Your High Priestess, when you went on your little boat ride there, she handled things very well, let me tell you. Okay. So we got the Empress, number 3 in the tarot, the Daughter of the Mighty Ones. Okay, so the Daughter of the Mighty Ones is your challenger, Dr. Death. Maybe you need an Empress to oversee the. Now that you started another chapter, when you went over for your boat ride there and started a new chapter, the Gypsies of Death there, you might need to have an Empress. Like you have a High Priestess for every chapter, but you might need an Empress to go around and just make sure everything's running smoothly, you know what I mean? One who's in charge of all the kings and queens in the deck, right? That makes sense. But the Lord of Material Trouble. So maybe this new chapter of yours isn't pulling out as much as your last chapter there, Dr. Death, I'm thinking. Let's figure out what we got in the what do we got in the way you're thinking of this thing, subliminally, subconsciously. Subconsciously, you're thinking of a tower. Okay, 7 of Pentacles, Lord of Success Unfulfilled. Okay, so you're thinking that you're shooting low your mark with this new chapter. You're going to have to change the leadership. Maybe you need an Empress type person to run it. Maybe the High Priestess. Maybe this isn't the right High Priestess for your cult. So you need it. You're going to try something new. You're experimenting like I am with the hardcore hermit thing there. You're experimenting. You want to see, you want to find out how everything works and then make your decision, right? You don't want to overlook anything. And that's a wise way to look at it. And this could be causing some towers, you know what I mean? Because maybe people aren't agreeing with what you are setting out to do because they don't understand. They haven't looked at the blueprints and understand where you're coming from. So maybe that also could be your challenges if you're an Empress. And you're trying to accomplish certain things, you got to get that across to your people, right? You got to tell them like this is how it's going to be, right? But they need to ultimately they should know why they're doing what they're doing, right? Oh, blocked. Okay, so in the present you had something blocked. You had your Wheel of Fortune blocked, and you had Victory blocked in the past. Yeah, that's in the past. So that was from the Postal Service, and they learned their lesson from that. Okay. Obviously, they don't know the G-spot there. They never got their victory. They were trying to block your victory, but as we both seen we've all witnessed this. It eventually flipped up, and now you got both of these. You got your, we know you know the G-spot there, Dr. Death. Like, you've just been killing them right here. We got the Lord of Victory here. We got the Lord of Fate spinning in your wheel. So that was this, but in the past it was blocked, yeah, because the Postal Service thought because of their great power and because they're an arm of the government that they could take out they could stop you from starting your own cult. But they seem to fucked up. Yeah. We'll all agree. We should all agree that. Just look at the state they're in now, okay? What do we got in the present situation? Present situation. We got somebody rushing in doing something foolish. We got the Queen of the Thrones of the Earth, the Queen of Pentacles. So this could be one of your members. I think she's the sixth label, isn't she? Is that? I'm not going to say her name on the line, but yeah, she's got. She's definitely. I don't know. I'd say she's doing all right. This isn't the present, so maybe she's assuming command of the other chapter there because you didn't have anybody in that new chapter when you went for your boat ride there to that was capable of running it. So you grabbed one from this chapter and thought you'd mix and match, right? And you brought one from here. So we'll see how that works. That's a good idea, Dr. Death. I agree with that. That's a good way to do it. You really are a surgeon there, Dr. Death, when it comes to like just taking out the wrong things and putting the right things back in. You really are. Oh, okay. In the future, you're going to have something you can taste, touch, and feel. A financial new beginning. So this new chapter of yours is going to take off, Dr. Death. It will. It will take off. Now that you switched to leadership, you got somebody running the ship that, you know, is capable of doing so. So that's good, Dr. Death. What do we got in the way you're influencing this situation for our Scorps and Dr. Death here? We got the Four of Wands, so the Lord of Perfected Work. So you perfected this G-spot. You perfected the G-spot a long time ago, or else you wouldn't have this many women following you, Dr. Death. So I'm pretty sure that you know what you're doing there. Okay, so you got the Four of Wands, the Lord of Perfected Work. You perfected like what you're doing. You started out one cult already. It turned out fine. Had a little problems with the second one. Pretty soon you'll have like a 7-Eleven chain of gypsy death cults coming down your line, Dr. Death. Good for you. Okay, here we go. What do we got in the... okay. We got... This is hopes and fears. Okay, so your hopes is that you're getting another new love offer. Maybe to replace somebody in your different chapter there. And the Seven of Swords, your fears are that you're going to have cheating, lying, and stealing. And when you leave these groups alone to do their own thing, that there might be a couple bad apples. So that's stuff you should iron out. I do it with, I used to do, like if, it depends what you're trying to find out, right? But put a camera up in your church there, and when you go on vacation, just make sure everybody's doing everything, right? They're supposed to, right? Make sure they don't all drink the purple punch and like wind up twitching on the floor by the time you get back. But I'm pretty sure your high priestess is in charge of that, so I'm pretty sure you're good at that, Dr. Death. What do we got in the lens you're looking through? The lens you're looking through, Dr. Death. Nice air conditioning in here. Oh, okay, so the lens you're looking through is you got... Okay, so this singles it out. This is a Ten of Swords. This is a betrayal. And a Princess of Pentacles. So a student... The lens you're looking at this is that some kind of student that you were teaching the ropes to kind of turned their back on you and bit the hand that reads them. We all know how that is. When you show somebody something and you try and do a favor for them and they bite the hand that reads them, right? Which you should never do. So, but whatever. I think they're learning that out right now anyway. And if they haven't, they'll be learning it for a long time. Right, Dr. Death? Anyways, so we got the block there, betrayal blocked. They tried to betray you even more, and you blocked that. So, good for you, Dr. Death. I swear, we're working with the same bloody people sometimes, Dr. Death. Well, we are. I know we are. Because we work together, right? We butt our heads together. Whatever. I help you out, you help me out. You don't bite the hand that reads you. You I don't even have to schedule readings, and you show up. So, it's all good. That's the kind of steady customers you like, right? I'm happy with that. What do we got in the environment here, Dr. Death? Oh, okay. Two of Cups. Lord of Love. So a union. You got another union coming in, Dr. Death. Surprise, freaking surprise. Could be a hermit. That's actually could be me. Me and you could be going deeper into business there, Dr. Death. We'll see. We'll have to talk about that later. We'll talk about that on air. Because, but we got the hermit here and a union with a hermit possibly. Okay. That's a good idea, I think. I think that is a good idea. Like I say, we'll talk about that later. But we got the outcome of this situation, Dr. Death, for our Scorpios collective. Oh, that's a lot, Spirit, but I'll take them. Okay, so you got your High Priestess. She's running the cult smooth like a fucking finely oiled machine. So I won't worry too much about her because I've been keeping an eye on her for you too while you've been gone, Dr. Death. You got Temperance, so you got your angels, you got Archangel Michael watching over your back, handling things in the 5D, so nobody fucks with you 5D. Whatever anybody sends, any will harm anybody who wishes for you and the organization, you're flipping it back on them. And you know what? That's the way it should be. They want to try that. They want to throw some ugly fucking sticks. That's why they look so ugly. That's why they all look like their paint gun backfired. They got to put so much makeup on to cover up the ugly from their evil ways, right? So we got the 10 of Wands here too. So that's burdens, Dr. Death. But you know what? We're no stranger to burdens. We deal with that shit every day, right? Because then right after burdens is the 9 of Wands, which is basically strength. And you know how you gain strength? Is by dealing with burdens. You ever go to the gym, you don't get no muscle unless you have some resistance. So that's perfect. That's just the way we like it. It's the perfect storm, right? And at the bottom of the deck, we got quick coming in messages, probably love letters, you know, from all your adoring fans, Dr. Death. But you know, quick coming in messages, and that's about it, Dr. Death. We'll go over that other thing now.